exercise is going to be one of our DNS positions, and this is for the purpose of activating posterior shoulder, and that means in mid-back, actually. So low to mid-back, all the way across and posterior shoulder. Now, with this exercise, we're going to really focus on getting that abdomen contraction through the diaphragm and getting all of our abdominals and diaphragm and core engaged, okay? So I'm going to show you this one from the side. And if you have any questions, let me know. What we're going to do here is we're going to set you up in kind of a modified child's pose position. So I can have the toes up underneath, or I can have the toes down. Okay. I want you to have the toes up underneath, actually. All right. The elbows are going to be as close as you can get them together underneath where we would kind of, set our hands on our face. Okay. So elbows are going to be down. And I'm going to draw the knees in close to the elbows, all right? Now what I'm going to do here is take my back, tuck my pelvis under. I'm going to lock in and engage, okay? So you should feel serratus, you should feel core all the way through. So I'm going to take a deep breath in, and then I'm going to push up through the back, through the elbows, as if your elbows were pushing through the ground. I'm pushing my elbows into the ground, and I'm going to breathe. Okay, now what this is going to feel like is going to be an abdominal brace. So let's go through that. We're going to have rib cage stacked over diaphragm, okay? And you're in a crunched position, so that's going to be a little bit easier, all right? And then we're going to really engage the core. So you should feel the barrel of your core supporting you from top to bottom, from the sides, and front to back, okay? So I'm going to show you that one more time. And you want to try to create just a little space with the arms. Now, if you've got a band, then you can put the band around the hands and actually pull out just a little bit to engage a little bit more. What I'm going to do with that band is I'm going to put the band around my hands, okay? So I don't want the elbows winging out. I want the hands to move, okay? The idea with that is that's going to engage our serratus a little bit more. All right, toes are up under me, knees are out, pelvis is tucked. I'm engaged, okay? I'm going to pull the hands out a bit and push through my posterior rib cage. All right. So as we're breathing through this exercise, you should feel a little shake. You probably see me shaking just a little bit. We're going to breathe through that abdominal brace. You feel like your shirt is going to bust, then you are doing this one the right way. We're going to hold that for as many breaths as you can tolerate before you feel like you're losing that connection. I got about 3 or 4 breaths before I felt like I was kind of losing my connection to my abdomen. If so, then stop. We can rest into a child's pose. So once we come out of this exercise, we can drop back into a child's pose and rest our arms and rest our body and breathe. And then if we're ready, we can come back up into that exercise, okay? Another modification for this exercise is going to be to have the hands out to the sides, okay? Now, engaging without the upper traps working is a little bit harder with the hands in this position. So if we're in this position, we want the elbows to go no further than the mat, okay? Now, what I'm going to do here is drop those in, drop my pelvis in, push up through my elbows. So if I'm down here, I'm going to push up, let my head be neutral, drop the pelvis in, really engage the sides of the core, both sides pushing through the mat with my hands. And I'm going to breathe. You may already see me shaking. And breathe. Don't lose that pelvis. All right, take a couple of deep diaphragm breaths from this exercise. And like I said, if you feel like you're losing form, then we're going to stop and then we're going to rest, or we're going to stop and move on to a different exercise for the day. If you have any questions, let me know and I'll be happy to help assist you with this.